This story has received a great deal of feedback on our Facebook page, and much of it is expressing suspicion and criticism about Boyle's actions. Faiza Amin explores why anyone would travel to a dangerous country like Afghanistan and the anger from Caitlin Coleman's parents for putting their daughter in harm's way.
And Pam, as you mentioned, after 5 years of captivity, Canadian Joshua Boyle and his American wife, Caitlin Coleman, are finally back on Canadian soil. It's been a long ordeal for the couple abducted while backpacking in Afghanistan. They're the latest examples of how dangerous it can be traveling to war zone countries. In fact, many, including Coleman's father, are asking why anyone would ever want to take that risk.
What I can say is, taking your pregnant wife to a very dangerous place, to me and the kind of person that I am, it's unconscionable.
A sense of relief for the parents of Caitlin Coleman, happy she's out of harm's way, but telling Good Morning America their daughter was 7 months pregnant when Boyle took her to Afghanistan in 2012. Upon landing at Pearson Airport last night, Boyle told reporters the trip was of a humanitarian nature.
I was in Afghanistan helping the most neglected minority group in the world, those ordinary villagers who live deep inside Taliban-controlled Afghanistan.
But Boyle is amongst thousands who risked their lives traveling to a war zone. The rise of dark tourism, as it's sometimes referred to, is more common, whether it's people backpacking through the mountains of Afghanistan or providing humanitarian aid in a Syrian village. War Zone Tours, an American agency, organizes tours to high-risk areas like Iraq, Beirut, Mexico, and Africa.
Take individuals who are curious about zones of conflict into these areas, keep them safe, let them experience what they wish to experience, and then get them out. We don't put guns in people's hands. We're not there to see gore. We're there to show individuals the experience of the individuals that are forced to live there. They didn't choose this, but now they happen to be in the middle of a war zone.
What would motivate someone to want to travel to places like those?
Desire in most of us to get some sort of a thrill, and also the curiosity, and also not wanting to believe everything that maybe individuals are fed on the conventional news. A lot of people just want to see for themselves.
What are the risks in general?
General risks is death. That's always a big risk. Dismemberment. The risks are of any conflict zone, but it can be mitigated to a certain extent.
Is security and safety ever guaranteed in these trips?
Not guaranteed to anybody. When I'm asked that, and I have been asked that throughout my career, can you guarantee my safety? My answer is no. But I qualify that by showing them all the planning and contingency we have in place. A lot of individuals that make the news, they get kidnapped in these foreign countries. They pretty much have one thing in common. There was not one security measure in place. They were basically bumbling through these areas, either thinking because of their relation with the local people nothing will happen, or because of maybe the nature of their work, in the case of NGOs, that they have a halo of protection around their head.
What tips do you have for people who may want to consider traveling to conflict zones?
Say, ask for their mission plan. 9 times out of 10, they will not have one, which means they don't have any contingencies. Don't go. That would be another piece of advice.
Rick Sweeney has a background in the military and international security. He tells me the most popular requests they get at war zone tours are for trips to Somalia and Syria. And because these trips are so customized, it could cost you between $2,000 to $5,000 a day, depending on which conflict zones you're visiting.